these cells on top of it.
Our future is in small but great hands as one young mind is determined to solve tomorrow's problems.
I look at the news, I read articles to find such problems, and then I start working on it.
Working on it right here in Colorado.
I've always been passionate at solving problems that are worsening due to climate change.
13-year-old Anirudh Rao was inspired at an early age to create change for others.
One of my friends' home was destroyed in a tornado, so that's what kind of got me interested in this whole climate change thing.
But how does a young mind even begin to do that?
In a kindergarten class, my teacher told us to come up with some idea. So I came up with kind of like a weather management system, and I was able to present that to the USPTO. So that was kind of my eureka moment, I guess.
A weather management system birthed in kindergarten, and Anirudh has been developing the invention ever since.
And on top of this, there's a payload, which includes a microcontroller, an infrasound sensor, a temperature, pressure, and altitude sensor, and a Bluetooth module. So these drones sense data and send it back to the base station, which then calculates the data to see if there's a tornado or not.
The base station is an app, which Anirudh also coded and invented.
So I call my app Revere, after Paul Revere. Just like he warns people of the British, mine warns people of tornadoes.
Anirudh, also a history buff.
History and science aren't separate, but they can be mushed together because we can always learn from the past to improve our future.
So how does Anirudh's weather system improve what is currently out there?
This increases the time from 13 minutes to 40 minutes. So you have enough warning time with this. I don't think 13 minutes is enough.
Organizations are taking notice.
So I'm working on it with the NOAA as well, and I hope in the future we can get kind of a partnership.
This weather invention has garnered international attention, from winning esteemed awards to appearing on national television, like The Jennifer Hudson Show, to Anirudh being invited to compete in world-class competitions.
I went to the 3M Young Scientist Challenge competition in St. Paul, Minnesota, and I won the runner-up. So the next week, I went to New York to ring the stock exchange bells.
What was it that got you runner-up? Was it the tornado?
No, it's actually Mirai, which is kind of like an alternative for batteries using specially treated nanomaterials.
So this is a separate invention?
Yeah, this is a separate invention, yes.
There's more problems that need to be solved.
So that's called Semmelweis. It's a novel approach to wound management, which uses the hydrovoltaic technology and gives kind of an indicator when to change the wound, because almost 60% of bandages are wasted according to a Qatari study. So it's kind of in the prototype stage, and I hope to improve it in the future as well and get FDA approval.
But Anirudh isn't finished yet with his solutions, like a better battery, inspired, of course, while helping others.
I create digital curriculums for refugee camps in Kenya. So they have to walk miles just to get a small lithium-ion battery. And most of the time they have to come back because they can't really afford it as well.
So he got to working on it.
When water interacts with these nanomaterials, the hydroxyl and carboxyl groups separate, which causes the movement of ions and generating a small voltage. So this voltage can be used to power many different sensors and applications as well. So the solution is environmentally friendly, accessible, affordable, and sustainable.
And if that's not enough, there is one more problem that needs fixing.
So I do have another invention, which is biomimetic surfaces for icy roads. As you know, we live in Colorado, where icy roads are a huge issue. Many cars skid.
Oh yes, us Coloradans know this all too well.
To solve that, I use biomimicry and different patterns of like namib beetles, mint leaves, and all that, and engrave it kind of on a 3D printed surface. And I tested these, and I saw that the mix of the cicada wing patterns and the namib beetle patterns at a super hydrophobic angle of over 180 degrees was kind of effective at sliding away the ice and stopping the formation as well.
And it's not just an idea.
Actually, I'm working with CDOT as well.
Because at the end of the day, all Anirudh wants is solving tomorrow's problems for others.
Helping others has been something I've been always passionate about, and trying to change someone's lives if it's just like one person or maybe 100 people, it doesn't matter, because imagine you were one of those people. Your life would be significantly changed.
Does this not just give you so much hope for our future, having someone like Anirudh out there? I know, blown away.
Truly, I don't know that I even have words to describe him. What an incredible individual. And I was saying during the package, I'm also just so impressed by his just level of communication, and he's so charming and personable. When you are that intelligent and that cerebral, I think sometimes there is that disconnect with that level of genius, but
Not
he was
him.
just talking to you. He was running that interview.
Oh, yeah.
I know you were asking the questions, but that was his interview.
I had to ask the questions multiple times because it went over my head. And then he knew to make it more personal for me, which is another thing that's just so self-aware for a 13-year-old. But it gets better. He's also a black belt in Taekwondo.
Well, of course he is.
An incredible pianist. And then what does he do for his free time? Oh, he teaches workshops at museums, schools, all of that. He truly is an exceptional human being. And this is not the last time we will hear from him.
When he's 13, imagine what he's going to do by age 16, 20, 40, and I mean...
Yeah, we'll say we knew him then.
That's right.